Hey, I'm making all the tags in the row today, and the next choice is the Intuitive Tarot tag by Jessi Huntenburg. So, this is a part of the monthly tag series. I am participating in this one also. It was started by Arwen, the professional joy seeker. I am putting all the links and questions and everything that's related down below also. And this, in short, in the nutshell, it is every month, every someone makes a monthly tarot tag. And I got myself the month of August. Arwen did the April and the first, and the Jessi made the second, as in the month of May. So, without blabbering anymore, I am starting answering the questions. I am unprepared. I say that a lot. Well, I just wrote down the questions and let's just wing it. I haven't even thought about it. I have watched Arwen's and Jessie's and the two spirits replies so far. So this is what my thought of the intuition thing is. So first question is, in your opinion, what does it mean to read tarot intuitively? I wanna take a deck, maybe. My language word count is limited somewhat, so I can't maybe I can't come across as thorough as I would want. But let us take the this deck is the Fairy Lights Tarot. What do I think of it? Let's just take one card. You can see the characters here shape-shifting into wolves and running to the moon here. So the card meaning was absolutely different. Was like letting out the inner beast or inner animal that is needed sometimes. So I usually go into the picture and look around in there. What's in there that we can't see? Where did they come from? Why they have this orb of light in their hands? And etc. I am creating a story, and this I call intuition because it's the thing that I create intuitively. This is not said or shown on the cards or everywhere. And intuition is also for me the little voice inside that says, this is it, or this is what lies hidden in this picture or situation if we're talking about real life things. Okay, so this is the simplest way I can describe reading tarot intuitively. Getting into the picture and looking around in there, discovering things that are not in the picture even sometimes. Putting two different pictures together and seeing how they communicate. This is how I see it and use my intuition when reading tarot cards. Question number 2. Can someone learn to read intuitively? Why or why not? Learn is very good. Well said, because we all have intuition. It is a part of the survival skill, so to speak. So the little voice that sometimes warns us from, sometimes points out the obvious that our mind or eyes does not want to comprehend or see. So I think we can just awaken it. We can wake it up and we can learn to use it, but we all have it. So I believe, yes, anyone can read intuitively. It's just all in your head. Um, if you make the difference between fear or hopes and dreams and intuition, so you don't put your mundane things into intuition at all. So this is why I think anyone can do it. We ourselves are our biggest enemies that obstruct us from doing it or believing we can do it. So number 3, how does intuition play a role in your readings? I somewhat answered this question already. It plays a role, sometimes a little. I just got this. I had recently reading where I laid out the cards and I got this strong feeling that the person is working on a field of teaching or somewhat helping others. And later occurred that she was a consultant of the companies that try to improve their working environment and certain areas of the um, expertise, so teaching and helping. And this is one example of how things just pop. And I have had times when I ignored it, but later on I usually tend to regret or feel sorry for that I didn't. So in real life, so in tarot readings. So I made a promise to myself as a New Year's, how do you call it? Uh, I had only one promise I made myself. I am working on my intuition this year actively and actually listening to it, um, and not ignoring or overriding it with my brain stuff. And so I think I am improved a lot since then, and the intuition listening is really has paid off so far, and I'm not ignoring it ever again. But it takes time to rehearse, to actually listen to it, not to try to smother it with stuff that your brain can actually create. Okay, how does intuition play a role in your readings? Was that the question? Lost track. So it plays a role like I make a stories and listen to what pops into my head, and I got so off track I don't even. Okay, so I hope I answered this question somewhat. in the limits of my English, at least. Number 4, what's your position on reading intuitively? My stomach made just sound. I need to eat something. I'm sorry. Oh, I just love those on air stuff, so I'm not going to cut anything off. I don't have time for that. It's a beautiful day outside. I want to go. My eyes wander off there all the time. So, okay, what's my position on reading intuitively? I don't know what's my position. I don't get the question. I think who can do it, who can full on use their intuition, do it. My position is just everybody use your intuition if you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. You have it. The first thing you must acknowledge that you actually have it. We all have it. If you don't find a deck sparking your intuition, pick another deck because it doesn't work with every deck. You get another deck and your intuition like gets out and starts running wild. So don't lose hope on not having intuition. We all have it. We wouldn't be surviving as a human beings or creatures without intuition in us. So I'm not sure if I answered this question. I'm not sure if I understood the question right even, but I'm going to move on to the last question, number 5. Consciously choose a card that you attribute a unique personal meaning to. Share the meanings with us. I'm not prepared. Okay, I'm not prepared at all. Do I have a deck? I have a deck. I'm going to use the Rider White. I'm going to find a card for this. Why I choose this, which has my own personal meaning, I'm going to explain. I'm not sure if you can even see. I don't have any other decks. I'm not prepared. I'm so sorry. I'm trying really hard right now. I'm searching for the card. I'm sorry. The spring is in my head, trying to find the card is, without further ado, the card is 5 of coins. Everyone, the Rider White 5 of coins. I think I wanna bring the, excuse me, I'm sorry. So, I wanna bring the actual Rider White to this because this was the first time I noticed. I'm working really fast. I know, bear with me. So I noticed on the Rider White first this, and ever since this has been the thing I'm thinking about with the deck. So if you look closely, first of all, this is the anchor sign or and the anchor of the ship. Yes, it symbolizes hope first. Secondly, if you notice the lady has only one shoe and the other one is barefoot, and the shoe, the exact same shoe, is on his foot, the only foot he can use. So what we make of it, what I made of it, the person with the crutches didn't have a shoe on his only working leg, and the lady gave him her one because he has only one leg and she can use both. So it doesn't matter where they are going. They are beggars. You can see the bags here. Both of them have the bags and the crutch. One has the bell around his neck. At that time, Middle Ages, medieval ages, uh, was the sick ones had bells around because then the other people knew to flee from them so they couldn't catch any diseases or something. But this woman sticks around, gave him the shoe. So what I think of it, even if there's only one person on the card showing the empty wallet here, there's light. We can ask for help or offer help. So this is not being poor and being miserable, but this is a card that represents helping others and signifies that we are not alone. We are alone in our heads only. If we look around, we have a lot to be thankful for. We don't have to be in these miserable situations if we don't inflict them ourselves. Sometimes other people make wrong towards us or act wrong, and we can hit the rock bottom because not what we did wrong or wrong choices, but what someone else did. But first of all, our intuition warns us usually. We later on realize that when we think of it, how it happened. Second of all, anything that we allow to happen to ourselves will happen to us, and it's the matter of if you allow it or not. Do you allow the other person to use you, or does your intuition gives you a warning that something fishy? So as I think of it, when in doubt, then always postpone the decision or just say no. When it's time, it will come. When it didn't have to happen, it won't happen. So this card tells a whole lot other story for me. And I discovered it when I colored my cards. I discovered quite a lot interesting things from the Rider-Waite cards at least. And ever since, I just pick up these little details from every card, not only the 5 of coins, but everywhere. I just see, oh, like this, he is hiding something behind the back. So I have talked about this when I make the reviews of the decks. So I have a lot of cards with stories behind them that aren't actually the stories that are meant to be when the cards were made, or everything. So I talked a lot again, and well, I hope you understood. I blabbered and I slided everywhere, but I shared my opinion and I did the tag. And if you're watching it, then tag your it, and all these tags are just fun to make and watch, and this is just awesome to get to know people, how they think, what they think. It just widens the database of, of everything so much. Okay, we are each other's teachers and each other's pupils at the same time. Thank you for watching. I will leave everything down below, the links, the questions, the everything. So thank you for watching. Bye.